One day, there's this professor, stories in this book, and this professor, he went to France from America, and whilst he was in France with his students on a tour, he developed an emergency. And in the emergency, he was taken to the hospital, and he was not attended to properly and on time. So he died. When he died, he came out of his body and he saw his wife sitting in the corner. And this man was an atheist. There is no God. There is no God. There is no God. There is no God. So this man went to hell. And when he went, as he was going, he didn't know what to do. And something said, pray. And he didn't know what to pray. So he said, I think he said, God save America or something. He has never prayed before. There is no God. That's all that he said. Now, this experience, and he was revived and resuscitated. Wow. Now, this experience affected him so much. Are you listening? Yeah. I hope you are listening, because it affected him so much. He was completely shaken. And that's what turned him to even start to believe in God or even to change. It's a long story. But when you read the things that happened, he describes it. He said when he went to church, he said, he saw the singing. He was so affected. So became so emotional. This is a hardcore atheist. And he was so frightened. But the thing that frightened him most was that if he had not had that experience and come back, he saw that he was just entering into hell. It's called an NDE, near-death experience. Now, do you know what occurred? Do you know his problem? He started to say that, why did he not finish dying? Yes. He was concerned, because he was concerned for a lot of people like him who didn't get the chance to come back. Now, do you know what he decided to do? Give me some volume on this. Because I'm just about to end. I'm showing you the strategy. Listen. He said, he thought to himself, what? What is it? And he didn't know anybody who believes in God, any religious person. So he remembered some years ago, he was having a class, and there were 2 nuns who attended the lecture. Yeah. And you know what he did to the nuns? He walked them out. He said, walk out. Don't wear any religious clothing in my lecture. Don't come here with any religious clothing. He walked them out of the lecture. So he went back to his notes to find the students who were there and tried to find the address of those nuns, because he didn't know anybody who was religious. And he found those nuns. And he said, he asked them, do you remember me? Do you remember? Yeah. And they told him something. They said that the day you marched us out of your class, we wrote down your name and decided to pray for you. And they told him that we have prayed for you since that day when you walked us out of the class. We've been praying, we prayed for you since the day you walked us out of the class. Yes. We prayed. We've been praying for you since that day. And they were so amazed. It was, I think, 12 years. Something like that. Yes. A journey. Yes. I said, you and you, walk out. Don't come to my class with any religious. There's no God and there's no religion here. If you want a religion, do it at where? Wow. But somebody was praying. 2 nuns Praying. Yeah. And you'll be the next mighty prayer warriors. And that is how we are going to break the yoke